excited for this episode, Chuck. So let me just do my intros, and I am trying to pull it together. So welcome everybody. It's Slice of Pie Tipsy Tuesday. I am really honored, first of all, to have Chuck Eastman here with Stop Soldier Suicide. I realize that this looks a little different because Chuck is giving up an amazing event and dinner momentarily, just to spend some time talking with us. So thank you so much for doing this.
I really appreciate the invite. I'm glad I could step away for a few minutes.
I love it. I love it. So let me just give a kind of a heads up to everybody. We're going to try to get through what are the things that we think our veterans should know, especially during this season as we're moving into January. We're going to have Chuck come back and talk more about the program. But I wanted to just explain a little bit more about Stop Soldier Suicide. First of all, it's the first national veteran-founded 501c3 nonprofit. The organization focuses on military suicide prevention, and you know that for us at LCM Group, that is really core to how we support our veterans through our programs. Stop Soldier Suicide works one-on-one with troops and veterans and military families. A lot of the assistance that's available covers mental health, emergency financial health, and housing assistance. But today, as we're going to chat really quickly with Chuck, he leads the organization's community engagement and outreach efforts. And I will drop the link to the website and a phone number that our veterans can reach. And for those of y'all who are watching, if you could please love, like, and share and support the organization. But for you, Chuck, as we're moving into the holiday season in Christmas and New Year's, maybe what are the few things that you want to share with veterans in terms of how your organization can help, or some of the things that you can share with families?
Sure. I know. I appreciate that opportunity, Shelley. So when I came into this role, I didn't have a background in mental health education. I'm not an LCSW or anything like that. I'm retired from the Army, and the mission's important enough that I wanted to get involved. So it was really surprising to me to learn that, during the holidays themselves aren't necessarily the toughest time for veterans. It's actually some of the weeks and months following the holidays.
Wow.
So if you're a veteran and you find yourself, either alone or isolated or feeling hopeless, and, you make it through the holidays, and then there's January, I don't want it to be a surprise for anyone that if January and into February ends up being some of the tougher months. So I would just encourage them to reach out to family and friends, do a buddy check if they know of a friend that's in a tough spot.
Yeah.
And if there's any, if they need any assistance, Stop Soldier Suicide is available 24/7. To go to stopsoldiersuicide.org, there's a 24/7 crisis line there, and they can fill out a web form to get help. And everybody needs help at some point. So there's no shame in getting help when you need it. It's a challenge to kind of break down some of the barriers of stigma, but it's a sign of strength if you are able to reach out and get the help that you need, because you may think that you're alone and isolated, but there are people that need you and there are people that love you. So having the courage to step up, raise your right hand or left hand and say I need help, that takes courage. So that'd be my biggest takeaway, is the holidays themselves aren't necessarily the hardest, but it's the weeks following.
Appreciate that. So we've dropped the link to stopsoldiersuicide.org in our chat. Is on all of our platforms, and we're running on multiple platforms. And so again, like I said, I just wanted to make sure that we came on and at least introduce Chuck, drop some of this resource information. I'm going to drop some more information and resources and take you guys back to the Stop Soldier Suicide site. I love that fact that you shared, because I think a lot of us misunderstand the season, right? You're right. It's what happens in January, February, and kind of ongoing. So urging every one of us who have, even if you don't have a veteran in your family, you might know a veteran in your neighborhood, just reach out and check on folks, just show some kindness, not just during this holiday season, but guys, afterwards, right? Afterwards. So we really appreciate this, Chuck. I'm gonna drop it here because, like I said, we just wanted to grab you, and we're gonna schedule for you to come back. Y'all, he's at a very shishi event. So I'm so honored that he would step outside of the governor's mansion to come and talk to us. And definitely looking forward to have you come back and sharing much, much more about programs and what you're working on for 2023 and how we can get the word out and, anything that we can do to help our veteran community.
Yeah, I'm again really sorry to be short, Shelley. I owe you. Anyone watching?
Yes, you do. Yeah, I'm coming back for Chuck. Don't worry about it.
I'll be back with bells on, ready to talk.
Awesome. All right, hang on for a second. I'm going to end it here. And for everybody else, everything is in the chat. I will be tagging, liking, loving on all our social media channels. You can also find Charles Eastman on LinkedIn, and I'll make sure you have a way to connect if you're an organization looking to build a partnership with the organization as well. So I will have all that. I'm going to end the broadcast here, and then I'm going to come back into our back room so I can officially razz Chuck for 5 more minutes and let him go. Thanks everybody for watching.
Have a good night.